Rugby World Rankings, folks, for the 15th of August 2022, with the Rugby Championship kind of flipping itself on its head. Teams that went up have gone down and kind of vice versa. We'll go through quickly and you guys can let me know your thoughts. And we'll also look about some kind of possible permutations for what might happen with the coming games in the Rugby Championship, plus a few other fixtures that have been going on. But obviously, 1 and 2 are still Ireland and France. They've not been playing, they've not been passed, there's no changes there. South Africa, they lost to the All Blacks, so not a big enough points reduction to drop from their third spot. So they're still kind of sitting there in the bronze medal position. Not that there's actually any medals for the World Rankings, it's just a number. But 87.78 for them, down from 89.41. So they were kind of neck and neck with the French. They could have passed them if they'd gone to Australia and got a win, had they won against New Zealand. But with them not winning, they're kind of just there behind the French and marginally ahead of the All Blacks. Ian Foster's All Blacks back up from their worst of all time 5th spot to 4th, although there's still a lot of murmurings going on with New Zealand Rugby about what's going to happen with his future. But either way, 87.76 and going back past England. Looks a little bit healthier than the week before. And the knives that were out last week have largely been put away anyway. Rugby's kind of like that, eh? We're very much, well, a lot of people, just generally, this is sports, isn't it? Like, very much got that kind of, whatever the most recent game is kind of how we judge. Not everybody. A lot of people are still not happy with Fozzie despite the win, but it certainly has eased a lot of that kind of blinding pressure that was on the All Blacks camp. So, yeah, that's those two teams. England have dropped despite not changing any points. And Scotland, hence wearing their jersey, they've gone up. I think the highest Scotland's ever been is 5th. So they're not too far behind in 6th in terms of the number, but there's a big gap between them and England, 81.93 and then 86.25. So Scotland not like to go up to 5th anytime soon. But they are benefiting from the Wallabies' massive loss to the Pumas. The Wallabies are down to their lowest ever spot, although it's not the first time they have been in 7th, but they've never been lower than 7th, the Wallabies. So it's an equal kind of worst spot for them. I don't think there's any pressure on Dave Rennie, not much that I've seen. Their injury list is horrendous, so they'll still be disappointed with 48-17, but they do drop down from 83.30 to 81.65 as they prepare to host the Box in a couple of games. So they swap places with Scotland. Wales are the same. The Pumas haven't managed to go up any spots, but they are up on the points, up from 79.32 to 80.97, with a tour of New Zealand coming up. Everybody below them, Japan, Samoa, Fiji, Georgia, Italy, Spain, Tonga, and so on, all unchanged, having not played. It's just the Rugby Championship that's on at the moment with the men's 15. So, we've got a week off, with the next games being on the 28th of August. So, a little bit of time for the teams to travel, because they're going to be all travelling across the globe. One of the things that the kind of Rugby Championship has that maybe like the Six Nations doesn't have is the big travel distances, which means, a bit of jet lag for some of the boys. But, we'll see how things go. I don't think South Africa's likely to pass France if they get one win in Australia, but 2 wins might do the trick. But they haven't won in Australia in a very long time. Argentina could, I think, jump all the way to 6th if they if they beat the All Blacks for the first time in New Zealand. So, look, 89.97, although it's in 9th, it's not actually that far. Like 81, 81, 81, and then 80, like almost 81. So, it's very much of a muchness between Argentina and the teams immediately above them. So, that would be pretty massive if they could get that done. They're top of the log at the moment in the Rugby Championship. Australia can also pass Scotland if they beat South Africa. And New Zealand, I think, would need South Africa to lose and then them to win to be able to take 3rd spot from the Box. But, happy days. Lots going on. I know the South African women beat Spain 44-5. Real big hiding. And there's a few women's games coming up. Japan, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia should be good as the World Cup 2021, which wasn't played last year, is on in a couple of months. So there's more rugby to look forward to on that front. But yeah, folks, there you go. World Rankings in the middle, first third of the Rugby Championship. You guys let me know your thoughts. How fair or not do you think the rankings are? As always, if you want rugby jerseys, check out Lovell Rugby, link down in the description for them. They've got loads of them. The Samoa one, which I keep talking about, is on a particularly good discount. But yeah, have a squiz, or have a look, as we would say here in New Zealand, a squiz. Do you guys say squiz? Anyway, I'm going to go. You guys take care. I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.